We are starting off in the kitchen with one of Seattle's most iconic seafood restaurants, Duke Seafood. They've got some fun new items on the menu this fall, and their chef, Amanda Herrera, is here with me now to tell me about it.
Yes. So
what are we making today?
Today we're making Parmesan crusted Alaska halibut.
Okay, delicious.
And while I'm going to get a piece starting cooked so we have something to eat for you at the end, I'm actually going to have you put on a pair of gloves.
You're going to put me to work.
Put you to work here.
Okay.
We're going to bread the halibut.
Bread the halibut. And what are you putting in there now?
Right now I'm putting a little olive oil and clarified butter.
Oh yeah.
Just to melt down before I put in our piece of fish.
Is this one of the most popular things on the menu?
This is probably one of our most popular halibut dishes that we have on the menu. It's on our all year menu, not just a featured menu.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a delicious dish and a little bit heartier for the fall. I know it's tight, huh?
I'm really,
as long as you get one on, I think you'll be
down,
good.
Amanda. Okay. Okay, so I'm breading. What am I needing to do over here?
Okay, so the first steps is actually we're gonna take our Duke's Anytime seasoning.
Ooh.
And we're gonna sprinkle it on the fish.
A heavy sprinkle?
A good amount, yes.
Okay.
And we're actually gonna do both sides.
Okay, that I can do.
Yep.
And what is this kind of seasoning taste like for people?
Oh my gosh, there's so many ingredients in it, but I would say the predominant flavors are gonna be like pepper, a little garlic paprika. It's really good on everything.
It smells amazing.
Yes,
like I feel like this would be great on eggs in the morning.
Oh yes, on vegetables, potatoes,
Yum.
chicken. I mean everything. It's delicious. Next, we're gonna put it in the egg over here.
Okay.
And again, just each side. Give it a nice.
Is this an egg wash?
Yes, it's an egg wash. Nice job.
Look at me.
Yes.
Okay.
Who knew you were a chef?
No, definitely not.
And then
Amanda, but I'm
last,
trying.
it's going to go into this breading here, which is a 2-to-1 ratio of panko and Parmesan cheese.
Do you kind of like put it
really
on like
press
this?
it on there
you
so it's
press
nice
it.
and coated.
Oh, look at me. I'm already making a mess, but.
Perfect. No,
Those are signs of a good chef, right?
And,
if you make it a mess.
We're using regular panko in here, but you can buy gluten-free panko nowadays, which makes this dish then gluten-free if you
Is there
need
anything
that.
different you're supposed to know when it's gluten, or still cook it the same way?
Still, you can cook it the exact same way. Actually, at the restaurant, we cook it with gluten-free panko, so it is a gluten-free dish for us.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
Is mine ready to sizzle in there too?
Yours is
that
ready
gonna
to
mess
sizzle.
you up?
Why don't you bring it on right on this side?
Boom.
Perfect.
I love hearing the sizzle on that. Okay.
So this you want to cook more on like a medium heat because you don't want the breading to burn.
Okay.
So once mine gets golden here, we're going to flip it.
How many minutes would you say, or is everything kind of?
It really depends. These pieces of halibut are a little bit thinner, so they're going to cook a little bit quicker than if you had a bigger piece of halibut. But probably 3 to 4 minutes on each side.
Okay. And what are some tips for people at home cooking seafood? I feel like that can be a little intimidating for some people, including myself. So do you have any tips?
You know, if you're concerned about temperature and if it's done enough, use a thermometer. I mean, you can buy electric thermometers at pretty much every store now, and we're going to cook this fish to 145 today.
145
so internal
is a sweet
temperature.
spot.
And one thing to note is you don't want to go in through the top with the thermometer. You want to go in through the side because otherwise you're going to hit the pan and then it's going to give you a false reading.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same thing if you were doing any protein. So.
And what else? I know this is around year-round for people if they're obsessed with this dish, but what are some items on the fall menu that you're excited about?
So we just released our fall menu last Thursday, and one of the big popular dishes is lobster mac and cheese.
Such a comfort food,
yes,
so cozy for right now.
It's so cozy. It is, you know, a nice sized portion, so you could easily share it if you got another entree with a group of people, and everyone could have a little bit of it. It's really delicious. I was at Kent Station last night talking to the general manager, and I'm like, what's the popular dish so far? She's like, the mac and cheese for sure. But there's also a really delicious, like all-American style burger on the menu right now, which I've had a couple times, and still serving stuffed lobster. We have filet still on the menu. These new coconut cod bites as an appetizer, really good.
Wow.
I actually think kids would really like them.
Okay.
So,
Well, I kind of tend to eat like a 12-year-old, so maybe that's on my list as well.
Yes.
How are these looking, Chef?
They're looking good. We still got a few more minutes on this.
Okay.
Halibut is one fish, unlike salmon, that you do want to cook through. So that is important. You're not going to eat this raw.
What would it taste like if you feel like you overcooked it? Like,
it would not. You wouldn't be able to put your fork through it. It's going to be a little bit, what's the word? Tough to cut.
Okay.
So unlike salmon, which even if you cook it medium or medium rare, you can still put your fork through it and break through the fish. So.
And what do you feel like is a great side dish for this halibut? I mean, I see what you guys serve
so we're
here.
doing asparagus and roasted potatoes today, but really anything that you want, whatever your favorite things are. You know, we're coming into kind of squash season, like winter squashes. I personally love delicata squash,
So
roasted.
yes.
You know, carrots or sweet potatoes. Really, possibilities are endless. I think because this one has, you know, a nice clean flavor of just Parmesan, so a little saltiness, it lends itself to go with a lot of things. And we're going to serve it with a lemon beurre blanc.
Oh.
Actually, if you want to bring that dish down, that one's ready for you. We
is
can
our-
give it a little trial.
Yes.
Let me just put a little sauce on here.
And what is in this sauce?
So beurre blanc is a reduction of like white wine and shallots. And then you add butter. And then we're going to throw some caper on it. And this one has lemon in it as well.
This is magical. Okay, where's my fork?
How about we use this spoon?
Yeah, it's gonna be so soft that we're gonna. I love it. So tell me about Duke's Seafood for someone that maybe has never heard of you all, which I find hard to believe. But
you know, it's a great seafood company. We only serve 100% sustainable seafood, which is, you know, not everywhere does that, and something we're really proud of. We also like to source a lot of local ingredients. And really focus on clean ingredients, you know, just as a whole in the company. We actually just switched over our French fries because the product we were using didn't have all clean ingredients, and so now we found a potato product, French fry product, I should say, that is, I think, phenomenal. I think they're delicious, and like the true potato flavor comes through, and they're fantastic. So.
And how many different locations do you guys have? Where are you located?
We have
This was absolutely phenomenal, by the way. I'm really getting like a zest in there. Is that from the sauce? It's so delicious.
Yes, we have 7 restaurants all through the, you know, the sound here, from Tacoma all the way up to Green Lake and the east side to Bellevue. And we have a private event space on Lake Union, which is on the first floor of our Lake Union restaurant. Called Dockside.
Oh, Dockside, yes. I've been there. Great views.
Oh, yes.
And what do you love about, you know, cooking well, and I guess in general, but even with Duke's Seafood? Is it the seafood, the star of the show always?
The seafood is, I mean, we have great seafood. I mean, like top notch. And I work in the event space, and I just love, you know, being a part of everyone's, you know, special events, weddings, birthdays. You know, we do a lot of celebrations of life, even, which are big for all sorts of people. And it's just nice to be a part of something and do what I love to bring them some happiness on their day, too.
Well, you brought me happiness.
The New Day Northwest Kitchen is brought to you by Safeway.